Hello one and all, I am Pal of Games and welcome to the 200th video special. So why am I doing this? Well, it's Solforge and I thought I'd do the largest pack opening ever on YouTube. Why? Well, why not? I tend to do disappointing specials as usual. I mean, if you remember the 200 subscriber special, that was a building a wall in Minecraft for about half an hour. Weren't that fun? So to continue with that disappointment, I thought I'd do this. 177 packs. Who does that? It's crazy. Let's do it. So no going back now. If we can open them. So the rarity in this game works. Is the biggest rarity being a legendary. That's what we're aiming for. There's rare, heroic, legendary. I think that's it, except for commons, obviously. But yeah, I thought I'd do it to see how many, what the sort of ratio is on average with these packs. So far it's not going well, is it? But, you know, I've just blown loads of cash because I thought, you know, why not? But yeah, I mean, it's a game what I'm kind of disappointed with because they really need to update it. It's severely bad at the minute because it needs balancing. We're still waiting on that story mode. We're still waiting on a tournament mode. So that's a heroic. For those of you who are tuning in, because you might not know Solforge, but it's a free-to-play game currently on Steam. It's been out of beta for a while, for a couple of months. It's been as a game in beta for about a year, I think. Close on, anyway. And I'm just frustrated with the game at the minute because I feel it has a lot of potential. It needs some effort put into it by the devs. I hope they really do put in some effort to try and sort the balancing issues with some other cards. But it's, the likelihood is a lot of Solforge players won't be looking at this vid, surprisingly enough. But still. And also for you guys who are just regulars for the channel, you know, would you like to see other card games on this channel? Because it's something I've thought about doing. There's a lot I want to put on here, like Scrolls, Hearthstone when that comes out of like beta, and just card games in general, really. Because I'm always up for trying a new game, card game wise. Anyway, at least most games, in fact, I'll enjoy anyway. But it's just cool. I suppose I've always liked card games. As you can see, the ratios aren't great, are they? We've had a couple of heroics, but outside of that, you know, it's mainly just been rares. There's like better pack types, but you can only buy them with gold, which is like real life money. And I just don't know why there isn't an option for, you know, just paying with the in-game currency for all types of packs. It's just weird if you ask me. But regardless, you know, it just means I'm going to be opening loads and loads of packs. You know, why not? It's kind of boring, and you guys who aren't really interested would probably like to know more about the game. And it has this weird levelling up type mechanic, which works within the game during only the game. It works on rounds and stuff. It's kind of interesting. I'd recommend you watch my checkout vid of it. Or my follow-up vid. I got a heroic there, I noticed. I did on there, which was a Utera build deck, because at the time I thought it was good, but it wasn't. Definitely not. But yeah, so we finally get a legendary, so they're like the rare one. It didn't take too long. I imagine it was about 20 packs at least. But Zymus is one of the better legendaries, definitely. It's one of the decks I've seen a lot in competitive play. That's another problem. They really need to sort this before the community dies out. I mean, at the minute, it's kind of being supported. But the community is just diminishing by the minute. It's only worth playing for the daily bonuses at the minute, which is 3 games maximum. Even them you can do them against the computer, so it's kind of pointless. Really need to come up with a new structure on how to award players, like just like say 100 like of the in-game coins or something like that for a win, or 50 for a loss, something like that. Just simple to keep you wanting to play rather than just, hey, I'll log in for the daily bonus. Yet another heroic. Would I recommend you playing this? In its current state, no, but if it gets some updates, I'd really like to see it come to a full product where we have got, you know, the campaign and just an all-round better system, because at the minute it just doesn't have it. It's a good point, so it's kind of interesting as a game. I would recommend you checking it out because it's free, but just to get the concept of what it is. But outside of that, I wouldn't like say it's overly competitive at the minute, mainly because it needs a lot of work doing to it. But yeah, I would definitely recommend checking it out to a point. As you can see, pack wise, it's not great in terms of the ratios at the minute, at least what I'm getting anyway. And the other two like pack types, which obviously have a better chance of getting the legendary, you probably can earn some in just the daily bonuses. I wouldn't even commit to paying money for putting money down on this game until it's sorted by quite a stretch, because it definitely doesn't have that at the moment. But if you guys are interested in this and it gets to be a really playable state, I would happily do more vids on this, because it really wouldn't be a problem to do that. Regardless, so we'll keep opening packs. I don't know how long this special will go on for, but hey, in the essence, if it ends up being like that war episode of Minecraft I did, took half an hour, shocking. As for Minecraft fans, I might do some more of it, but I don't know when, I don't know how much of it. I want to do something really interesting with it, because at the minute I feel it's just dragging on doing nothing at the moment. I'd like it to go somewhere. So I thought, I mean, it seems that the direction of the channel is card game based at the moment, but I don't know where it's going to go in the future. Talking of the future, outside of the card games I've mentioned, obviously what I'm playing now, I'm trying to think, is it worth doing some like side stuff like NLP or something as a daily sort of complement to the channel. I'd like your opinions on if you think it should, and if it should, you know, what games would be best to suit that. I mean, I'm thinking maybe doing RPG, because that would be quite a good idea, in how RPGs and card games are quite similar. I don't know if you get what I mean by that, but yeah. In terms of if I was to say, right, I'm doing an RPG, what would it be? It would have to be something quite like old school in design. Not necessarily an old school game, but one what encompasses what an RPG should be in terms of JRPGs, because I prefer them to how an Americanized version of an RPG is. Or European RPG, whatever you'd prefer to call them. But that's just a few cents on that. And we're still opening packs. It's still not going well, is it? One legendary. Like 177 packs. That'd be shocking, wouldn't it? Give you an idea of how bad this system is. Tons and tons of rares. Shocking. We are having fun, though. It's kind of like a talk show with just images in the background. Regardless, so what's coming up in the channel, I've got some deck profiles. I need to catch up on them because I sort of neglected them for a while. I've got a Photon one coming up later this week. I've got a Shinra one which coming up basically a couple hours after this one, I think, because that one I really put a lot of effort into in terms of testing it, in terms of coming up with the best, most proficient and consistent deck I could come up with, in my opinion. And it was really fun to play the deck, because it's something I'm still playing now because I'm just having so much fun with the deck. It's just I feel Konami's hit it on the head in terms of a fun deck to play. I just think they need to tone down the sort of the stuff what's currently in the meta, which is sort of if they took the dragons down to 1 in terms of limiting the actual proper rulers. as well as having the babies at one of as banned. You know, it just means that they're unlikely to see play for a while, and it'd be nice, to be honest. Or semi-limit on one of the two. You know, I think they've just been too predominant for too long. And Light Swans, for they're coming back, it would seem, but I wouldn't like them to stay long because they're just overpowered, to be honest. Especially with Sixth Sense becoming unbanned, it seems that Konami want to push the game in that direction currently. But yeah, I'm thinking of other deck profiles I've got to do, and I want to showcase the new Ghost Tricks because they got some new support. So did Chronomalies, and so did Bujins and Heraldics. I want to show off all them later this week, and well, not necessarily just this week, but the rest of this month. I need to sort them out. We sort of got a massive set. I think it was about 80-90 new cards, which was really nice. So I get to show off a load of them. I think it'd be quite cool to do that. And you guys seem to have liked my my showcase, my card game discussion, archetype discussion, whatever you'd like to call it, of Shimraz. Would you, I mean, it'd be interesting to see if you'd prefer to see more in terms of the future before like duels come up, so you get an idea of how decks work, how the new cards are, if it's just some new cards to a set, that sort of thing. It'd be interesting to hear your point of view. And still going well, isn't it? Weird though. Lots of we're getting a reasonable amount of heroics, not a great amount. One legendary so far. Not great, is it? Like I say, it would be terrible just to end up with just one. Shocking. But yeah, the game has this weird leveling system, which is worth checking out to see if you'd like to play some of it, because it's quite interesting actually, the idea of how this game is played. It's just like all card games, it needs some balancing. We need a story mode to keep us interested. We just need a new redesign of the game in general, because at the minute you've got no reason to play more than 3 games a day. Shocking. And like I say, if they just went to the drawing board and went, hey, let's sort it, oh, that's an interesting pack. Doing quite well on the heroic front, at the minute anyway. I'd imagine this will probably run on for about 20 to 30 minutes again. If it does, that would be shocking. I know my deck profile, which I'll be uploading later today, that was quite a long-winded thing to do, but I like doing it. It was structured differently to how I normally do deck profiles. So I'd like your comments on that if you'd go check that video out. Basically what I did was, instead of over explaining what the cards were, I just gave my reasons on why, you know, I said, you know, what I think in terms of its competition, why it's better than the competition for the placement within the deck. And, you know, just basically had a nice chat about the Shimraz and how I think the direction of them would be. Because I think Konami could really pull off a really nice archetype if they continue that way. I mean, if they don't add any more to the set, I mean, it's still pretty good in terms of how it's been self-contained. Like I say, it's quite a nice structured wave, if you'd like, of what they've done with it. I hope you guys feel the same way about that. It'll be interesting to see if you like the Shimraz or not. Just let me know in the comments. Also, I've just remembered I've got to do Gravekeepers where they got some more support. I've never been a big Gravekeeper player though, so I don't know. That might be a trickier one to do. It might take a bit more time in terms of figuring out what the best cards for that are. I've played them a few times, mainly Malefic Gravekeepers, because I quite like how they play. It gives Necrovalia added protection it so badly needs. So I think that's it actually. So we've now gone through all the packs, and if you enjoyed that, thanks for watching. If you want to find out more about Solforge, I'd suggest you check out the checkout of this. And other than that, thanks for watching everyone, as always, goodbye.